Hello friends, welcome to the platform of Darshanik IAS. This is Akshay Kadam. So guys, today on this platform of Darshanik IAS, we are going to discuss some questions of ethics paper that UPSC asked in 2023 mains examination. So today I will be discussing the question number 2nd, okay, in section A. So guys, in 2023 ethics mains paper in section A, in question number 2, they asked the sub-question A on corruption and relation between the value system. So this question I have discussed already in my previous recording. So you do check that out and all previous questions that I have recorded on my YouTube channel. So now we will discuss the next question and what format or model answer you supposed to write in that particular question. So in section A question 2, sub-question B was, in the context of work environment, differentiate between coercion and undue influence with suitable example. Okay, so in the context of work environment, that your official or professional work environment, or especially from administrative perspective. So from administrative perspective, in work environment, what is the difference between coercion, okay, and undue influence? और उसका कोई एग्जाम्पल भी आप कोट कर सकते हो विथ सुटेबल एग्जाम्पल. दे हैव आस्क्ड यू टू राइट दिस. सो एक कोर्जन क्या होता है और अनड्यू इन्फ्लुएंस क्या होता है, बहुत सारे एग्जाम्पल आई विल गिव यू. सो कोर्जन नाम से ही आपको समझ में आता है गाइस. कोर्जन मीन्स यू फोर्स, ओके, कोर्सिव कम्युनिकेशन एक मेथड है कम्युनिकेशन का. सो व्हाट इज कोर्सिव कम्युनिकेशन? इज अ वे बाय विच यू लिमिट द ऑप्शन ऑफ अदर पीपल. ओके, यू डोंट लीव स्कोप फॉर हिम टू एक्सरसाइज एनी अदर ऑप्शन. यही एक चॉइस है एंड यू विल हैव टू एक्ट ऑन दैट चॉइस. दैट इज कोर्जन. while undue influence, okay, you influence other person. So why other person will get influenced? Because you have some controlling power, okay, or influencing power. Okay, so you can influence other person by offer of bribe or some any other thing. That so in influence you exploit the vulnerabilities of the other person. Okay, some emotional or financial vulnerabilities, or he might emotionally desire something, and you exactly offer him that thing and cause this undue influence, okay, which is illegal. Okay, so whatever he gets paid for his work, okay, in a form of salary or other benefits, anything other than that, when it is offered and his decision is influenced, okay, that is called as undue influence. So coercion is more controlling in nature. Okay, it's kind of bullying, while undue influence is a more of kind of a seducing the other person with the offers. So coercion and undue influence are forms of corruption and lead to unethical or illegal behavior. So it's lead to unethical, illegal behavior, form of corruptions, and they differ in their nature and degree. So दोनों form of corruption में पकड़े जाएंगे, दोनों unethical, illegal practices हैं, punishable by law. और आप जो ऑफर कर रहा है या कोर्जन कर रहा है, अनड्यू इन्फ्लुएंस ला रहा है, he is also guilty, and one who is getting influenced by the coercion and undue influence and not performing his duty as mandated by law, he is also responsible. So coercion and undue influence are forms of corruption and lead to unethical and illegal behavior, and they differ in their nature and degree of force. So obviously दोनों का नेचर अलग है. कोर्जन में you bully other person, you try to control other person, limit his choices, while in undue influence it is more less forceful, okay, less coercive in nature. Rather person can willingly do something under undue influence, while coercion में willing element is less. So both differ in the nature and degree of force that is involved. In coercion degree of force is more, in undue influence degree of force is less. ओके, एंड और जो परसुएजन, लेकिन इन एंड उसका जो इम्पैक्ट है इज अ परसुएजन. यू परसुएड पीपल टू डू समथिंग दैट यू वांट. सो आइदर बाय कोर्जन यू परसुएड अदर पर्सन और बाय अनड्यू इन्फ्लुएंस, बट बोथ आर द मेथड्स ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन और मेकिंग पीपल डू थिंग्स दैट यू वांट. सो इसमें फिर फर्स्ट डेफिनेशन क्या है? तो कोर्जन, अनड्यू इन्फ्लुएंस एक एक हम देखते जाएंगे. सो डेफिनेशन ऑफ कोर्जन. Okay, so coercion is, as I told you, where you limit the other person's option, choices. So use of threats, force or intimidation to compel someone to act against will. So use force, threat, intimidate other person that you will transfer him from the job, etc., or you expose something that you know about some other person, some wrongdoing he has committed in his personal life, professional life, and you exploit on that and controlling other person to do whatever you want. Okay, so by issuing threat or even threats like physical threats of murder, blackmail और kidnapping से लेके all these kind of life threats. तो इस तरह से threats issue करके you when someone is being controlled to exercise his power the way you want, that's coercion. So use of threat, force, intimidation to compel someone to act against his own will. So इसमें coercion में इसका जो nature है is very explicit. You directly impact the people, influence that person directly, and it is very direct and overt pressure. Okay, कोई covert नहीं. You directly call and threaten another person, limit his choices, warn the other person to do something that you want. So it is largely forceful in nature, explicit, direct. Okay, then its coercion is forceful and extremely aggressive, because until other person is aggressively impacts other person, he will not be listening. So obviously it is very overt, aggressive, forceful in nature, and leaves victim with little or no choice. Okay, victim ko limit his options, limit his choices. Okay, this is the only option you have available and you have to do it, because it will be, you will have to pay the price if you don't act or follow what you want, what we want you to do. So making him comply with our demands, okay, exclusively through force, aggression. So this is what we call this is how the nature of coercion is. Okay, and इसका example, बहुत सारे example है that illustrate with suitable example. So आपके physical threats to perform certain tasks or reveal sensitive information is one way. किसी के बारे में you know some sensitive information. Maybe he has done something in his personal life that you have access to, some videos, MMS, इस तरह के भी कोई कंटेंट हो, या उसने कोई पहले कोई करप्शन वगैरह किया है उसके बारे में कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन है, और एनीथिंग और रिलेटेड टू हिज फैमिली मेंबर्स who has done some wrongdoing, and now you try to control using that. His son may have been involved in some unethical, unprofessional activity. So you use that to control other person. तो वो आएगा coercion में. So physical threat to perform certain tasks, or threat to reveal some sensitive information, or job security threats that if he doesn't do that, he will be removed from the job, or bullying, or even it involves power dynamics. Now in coercion, you try to control the person. Now when you try to control the person, then you need to have the control of power over him. Okay, there is a power dynamics involved. So whenever there is a power dynamics is involved, then only coercion can work. For example, in sexual harassment also, there is a power dynamics involved. Sexual harassment can only work when there is a power imbalance and the other person has controlling power over the other woman involved in the case, that he can remove her from the job, can transfer her from the job, demote her, give her less or bad ratings for performance. And if when only he has controlling nature or controlling power over the other person, then sexual harassment works. Same way, coercion, okay, there is a controlling nature involved. And that's why even in coercion, guys, there is a issue of power dynamics, power imbalance that is involved. So आपका power dynamics is again example of this coercion. तो वो भी आप लिख सकते हो, power dynamics, threats, bullying, physical threats, all are example of coercion. Then undue influence. So I told you coercion is more aggressive, direct, overt, while undue influence is less aggressive, less overt, largely little bit covert or very subtle manner it is exercised, and it is not that forceful. Coercion ka nature is less. Rather, instead of coercion, there is an element of enticing person, seducing person to do something, giving him offers by which he is made to compromise with principles, etc. So where vulnerability of the other person, his weaknesses are exploited, his emotional weaknesses, financial weaknesses are exploited, and that is what we call undue influence in administration. So undue influence, guys, definition of undue influence, that it involves subtle manipulation, persuasion or pressure that exploit person's vulnerability. But वो pressure इतने coercive nature का नहीं होता. Pressure is very soft, not so much intimidating nature, that you indirectly warn other person. If you don't do this, this is how it will impact your performance, your rating, or our future relation, etc. So इस तरह से pressure dynamics involved is not so strong compared to coercion. So it involves subtle manipulation and persuasion. So nature of coercion, guys, in undue influence, it does not involve explicit threats. Okay, so in undue influence, there is no explicit threats involved. Okay, direct coercion is not there. So nature, how it is different, because this is what they have asked. So you have to highlight those point of differences between coercion and undue influence. Then it is less overt than coercion. Okay, largely it is covert also, or less open manner it is done. But coercion is extremely explicit and open, overt way. Then it relies on exploiting psychological, emotional vulnerabilities. So you exploit his psychological, emotional vulnerabilities, weaknesses, financial or any other weakness of his character is exploited, and challenging to prove in some cases due to its subtle nature. और कोर्जन में तो आप फोन रिकॉर्डिंग आपने कुछ कर लिया विच इज वेरी इंटिमिडेटिंग इन नेचर, एंड यू कैन यूज इट एज एविडेंस दैट यू आर बीइंग bullied or threatened. Okay, you can file a case against him, but in undue influence, as it is less overt, okay, so it is because of such a nature, it is hard to, because of subtle nature, it is hard to prove compared to coercion. Okay, तो अब coercion के एग्जाम्पल क्या है, सॉरी undue influence के एग्जाम्पल्स क्या है? तो मैनिपुलेटिव सुपीरियर्स who manipulate, okay, want you to follow the line, that in a way superiors the way treat you, where they don't give you challenging tasks, don't appoint you in a better roles, etc., or keep you out of the decision making process. इस तरह से by manipulation you indirectly convey this undue influence and ask him to fall in line. Then exploiting personal relationships. अब बहुत बार like exploiting personal relationships. Now बहुत सारे मेरे students where I teach like in Khan Study Group or other institutes. So most of the students who crack exam. Okay, now as a student teacher I have a good relation with them. Now once they are in posting in a service, and suppose any of my friend or any other person, relative, or even I personally need some help, okay, and I call them, then out of this personal relationship, okay, or out of that moral obligation, they will act or will fulfill my request or whatever I request them. If it is, even if it is then not falling in line or as per the law, they might have this moral obligation or pressure to listen to my demand. So this is how, whenever if I call any then person, IAS, IPS, any bureaucrat who I know personally, or I have taught him as a student, okay, then this is what we call exploiting personal relationships. Okay, that you have very strong good personal relationship, etc., and you don't have to offer anything, but you exploit that personal nature of your relationship. Okay, and because of that personal relationship or that nature, people listen to you or get influenced, or their decision making get impacted. Then also that is again same personal relationship. Then kickbacks, bribery, gratitude, ये भी एक of a way. So kickbacks for getting the contract, offering him money, या directly offering the bribe, ये भी एक undue influence में आता है. And आपका gratitude, okay, showing gratitude after completion of task, okay, through some gifts or some tour packages or paying credit card bills, shopping bills, etc. So all these kickbacks, bribery, gratitude are also example of undue influences on duty. And then both are unethical and can lead to serious consequences in workplace, including legal action, etc. और ये जो undue influence होता है, and you follow that, okay, by accepting this undue favors, okay, or by listening to this undue influences, if you act something which is not legally appropriate, okay, then you might face legal action for that, and it can also damage organizational culture, reputation, and overall corporate or your administrative culture. It can impact that. So basic coercion और undue influence में nature में क्या क्या difference है, definition and उसके examples. So extremely to the point or with proper examples you have to explain this to get a very good marks. So everything should be extremely to the point and address each and every question. उनका difference क्या क्या है, definition का, nature का, how it works, operate, etc. And then also explain the difference with the examples. And that's what how you need to approach this question. So thanks for listening, guys, and stay tuned to my Darshanik IAS channel for more of these questions of ethics paper for their discussion. And also join my Telegram channel UPSC Ethics 4 for downloading these notes and to remain updated. And download my app Darshanik IAS by Kadam Sir from Google Play App Store and you can use that for your for the classes that I'm going to launch soon of essay and ethics there. So you can take benefit of that classes and stay and enroll there. So thanks for listening, guys, and stay tuned for more discussions.